important to get that first transaction done. Once that is done, you'll be surprised the amount of momentum you will gather, and nobody will tell you the next thing to do. You will know that yourself. So, buy your personal name. All right. Mofora 12, see you. All right. So, next one, what do we have here? Facebook, I see one. Let's drop your comments if you're watching me on Facebook. Make sure to drop your question here. We're simply answering real estate questions. Anything and everything that has to do with real estate, either it's buying your first home, buying your first investment property, or you just have any question, any concern regarding real estate. I do want to answer them. So drop them here. Hmm, let's see. All right. All right. So we have on Instagram. Let's see. Any other okay on YouTube? Do we have anybody that is asking? Brian. No. Yeah. All right. So what do we have next? So Timothy, is that clear? Do you understand it? So buying your personal name. If you have a follow-up question, or maybe I didn't tell you exactly for, you can drop your follow-up questions, and I will be able to provide that for you. So, Combo, nice to see you here. And what do we have here again? So, all right. So I will keep this short. I need to see what other question do we have here. Timothy here, open. Jamilo, swag, dealer. Okay. All right. So what other questions do you guys have? So one of the things that I think I run through or I run across. Okay, before I go there. So yes, I understand. So I can buy personal and transfer it later. Yes, that's it. Buy personal, transfer to your LLC later once you close on that property. So you can benefit from the low interest rates, the flexibility of buying your personal name. When you buy in an LLC, it will come with higher interest rates, and it's a little bit tricky because there are some things you have to do, and you can just avoid that by buying your personal name, and later you can transfer the deeds to your LLC. So now, so the question during the week that somebody sent to my DM, of course, I've answered that person already, but I just want to make sure it benefits everybody here. So the person was asking me that he was telling me that she want to buy an investment property, right? But she's already working with a lender to help her to purchase her first home. Now she's asking me if she should go back to that same lender to get a pre-approval letter and eventually use that lender to finance the property. So, and she was asking for my opinion. So my opinion was that definitely she should go back to that lender, provided they are investor friendly, because not all lenders understand investment properties, and the same way that not all real estate agents understand investment properties. So it's always good to go to the right doctor for the right, you know, sickness, right? You don't want to go to a knee surgeon for a spinal cord. So it could be different. So that's what I told her. I told her to go to that lender if that lender specialize or they know about real estate investing, and they have done a lot of mortgage transaction in real estate investing world. She can definitely use that person, and I gave her two other recommendation as a backup. So why I'm bringing this up is that it's very common. People always want to go with the first realtor they use for their first, single family residential home, or they want to go to the same lender because they have some relationship with that lender, which is fine. But sometimes they might not be the best in solving your problem because most agents are not investing in real estate, and because they help you to buy your first home does not mean they really understand real estate investing. So you want to look for an agent that understand real estate investing, that are also investing in real estate themselves. So that way you guys can be speaking the same lingo, you can be on the same page. And of course, they can transfer their experience both in their personal transaction as an investor and their experience working with other clients to you. So you don't have to make the mistakes that they have made themselves or the mistakes that their clients have made. So if you're not going with somebody that is investment savvy, definitely you will be losing out from this, and they're going to be learning that thing at your expense. So make sure that when you're looking for real estate professionals, make sure to check that they have experience closing transaction similar to or exactly what you're trying to do. So if you want to do Airbnb, for example, look for an agent that have couple of Airbnb themselves. Or if that is difficult to find, then look for agents that has help people to acquire an Airbnb. So, like for example, for me, I don't have any Airbnb, but I've helped people to acquire Airbnb. So, and I know how it works. So, now not having Airbnb is my personal decision. That can change later, but that's just an example. So, if you're looking for a buy and hold, look for a realtor that is also doing a buy and hold. You know, if you want to fix and flip, look for a realtor that is also fixing and flipping. If you want to buy a primary residence, look for a realtor that actually own a house. So, unfortunately, this is just something to check. It doesn't mean that you might bend that rule a little bit, but it will really be it will be the best thing for you to make sure that what you're trying to jump, the road you're trying to walk, that person has actually walked it before. They can help you avoid all the pitfalls. So that was my advice for that person. I gave her additional two lenders that she's going to be talking to, and hopefully, they can be able to help her. So, all right. Next question. Do we have Chuye _8? If you have any question, drop it here. We are answering real estate questions. So that is what we are doing here. If you're new to this place, we do this every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you have in real estate, if you don't want to ask here, you can always slide in my DM, ask me if you leave your phone number, I may be able to call you. If you did not, I might just reply you via my DM, and you'll be fine. So, but I do prefer a phone call. If anybody have any questions, I prefer to, you know, to call me. That would be a real time answer, real time response, and you can move on. So, Timothy said, buy and hold all day. Any get contract, any get contractor you recommend? Yes, I do. Buy and hold is a good one for sure. I mean, that's what I do. I don't believe in flipping. I don't believe in flipping contracts, which is wholesaling or flipping houses, because eventually you do have to hold property. That's how people that are rich or people that have built substantial wealth from real estate, that's how they've been able to do it. They were able to hold property for a long time, and the market appreciation gave them a lot of equity, and that's how millionaires are being created, not by flipping houses or wholesaling everything you find. Of course, you can flip for short-term gain, you can wholesale for a quick, but eventually, if you want to build wealth through real estate, you need to buy and hold. You need to hold property as long as possible. That is where you reap. That is where you reap the benefit of real estate. So now you're asking me that do I have any good contractor? Yes, I do have contractors. When you get to that point, I will recommend them for you. Again, you reach out to me, I will be able to give you my contractor details for free. This is the contractor I use for myself and that I've recommended to a lot of my clients. So for sure, I'll be happy to pass that to you. All right, next question. What do we have here? All right, so let's see. All right, if you don't have any other questions, then to end this live section. So it's been a good one talking to you guys. If you forget to ask anything or you don't want to ask on a live Instagram or live video, you can definitely slide in my DM. I will be willing to, answer your question. All right. Thank you. See you next week. Same time. Bye bye.